like to start off by putting away the clean dishes and washing whatever is in my sink, and this way those will be drying while I'm cleaning the rest of the kitchen and the sink will be nice and clean. Next, I will be getting ready to wash the cabinets, so I'm just filling this bucket up with some warm water, adding a rag, and I will be adding a little bit of this lemon essential oil and a purity essential oil, and just a couple drops of each. And it adds a little bit of a nice smell and leaves the cabinets nice and shiny, and this way I'm not adding too many chemicals. Here I'm just starting off by wiping all of my top cabinets. So I'm just wiping the doors, the handles. I'll even open them up and wipe the insides a little bit. I'm not really wiping the shelves too much. I did that not too long ago when I was rearranging my dishes. And I'll just go through and wipe down all of my top cabinets. Also make sure that I wipe down the top of this hood because a lot of dust does end up collecting there. Then I will go through and wipe down this lamp that is hanging over the sink because that also does collect dust and it is dark so you can see it really well. And just wiping that down and finishing up the top cabinets. Going through and wiping down the window. So I love that the window opens so easily and I can wipe the outside as well as the inside. Now first I wipe it down with a wet rag and then I will spray some of my Honest window cleaner and wipe that down really well. Then I will move on and start wiping down all of the bottom cabinets. Same thing, just wiping down the handles. I open the drawers a little bit to get the top of the drawers, and doing that for the rest of the bottom cabinets. Take almost everything out of the refrigerator and place it on the counter. This way it's easier for me to wipe down all of the shelves and get all the crumbs out of there. Then I am spraying some of my Honest multi-purpose cleaner and wiping it off with a paper towel, just getting rid of all of the crumbs and if there are any spills anywhere. going through all the food that I took out and throwing away anything that is expired or any old leftovers, and then placing everything back into the refrigerator and trying to organize it. I have these clear bins that I got mostly from like TJ Maxx and Marshalls, and I like those because it keeps everything nice and organized, and when you open the fridge you don't have a big mess that you're looking at. Everything is in its little container, and you need something, you just pull it out and it's nice and easy. Finished result. Everything is in its place. It's nice and neat and organized, and I see what I have. This way when I go grocery shopping, I know what I need to get. Now I am wiping down all of the dishes that I washed, putting those away. This way I could clear off that counter space. I also like to wash this little mat that lays underneath the drying rack. It has all these edges to it, which is great because it collects the water, but it kind of sucks because I feel like after a while it gets a little bit yucky, so I like to go through with some dish soap and a brush and just scrub it nice and good, and then just let it air dry really well. Will scrub down the drying rack a little bit too, just so it's nice and clean. Next I'm going in with this Hope's Perfect Kitchen Spray and wiping down the counters and the appliances as well. Use this spray to wipe down the stove. I'm wiping down the soap dispensers and the sink. I like to use a magic eraser inside the sink. It leaves it nice and white and clean. And I also wanted to scrub out my disposal because food goes through there all the time and I feel like it just collects nasty stuff. So I took out the little rubber part and scrubbed it with a brush. Then I will put some ice in the disposal and add a few drops of that lemon and purify essential oil. I will turn the switch, let the ice crush a little bit, and then turn on some hot water and pour that through. Then my battery died, so I had to charge it for a little while. But here I am coming back and wiping down the rest of the counters. After all the crumbs are on the floor from wiping the counters, I will take my vacuum and just go through and vacuum the floor, try to get all of the crumbs and dirt. Next, I am taking the stainless steel wipes and wiping down the refrigerator, and then I will go and wipe down the stove as well. Here I'm using a Swiffer, and the last step is wiping down the floors. And of course, after the kitchen's all nice and clean, I like to light a fall candle and enjoy my nice clean kitchen. And here's the kitchen all nice and squeaky clean. And yes, we still need to get a dishwasher, that's why there's a hole there. Thank you so much for watching. I hope this inspires you to deep clean your kitchen. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like it. And if you are new here, please subscribe so that you don't miss out on many more videos to come.